Welcome to the Thrive Mindset Podcast, where manifesting your dreams isn't magic, it's momentum. I'm your host, Carrie Dahle, entrepreneur, author, and manifestation coach, and I'm here to help you stop holding yourself back and start building the life you've been craving. Each week, I'll share real stories, practical tools, and powerful mindset shifts to help you reframe the negative, embrace gratitude, and take aligned action toward your goals. If you're ready to up-level your life, your relationships, your success, then this is your place. Let's dive in. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I want to start a little differently today, not with advice and not with a strategy, but with a question. When was the last time you actually felt inspired? Not productive, not busy, not checking things off of a list, but inspired. Like something lit you up, something made you think bigger, something made you feel excited about where you're going. Seriously, take a second and really think about that. Because if you're not making the progress you want right now, it might not be because you're doing too little. It might be because you've stopped letting things inspire you. There's this subtle shift that happens, and most people don't even realize it. We start out incredibly inspired and excited because we have an idea, right? A goal, a vision, and it feels exciting. We talk about it, we think about it, we feel it. And then something along the way changes. We switch into execution mode. We start focusing on what needs to get done. We get structured. We get disciplined. We get serious. And without even realizing it, we slowly cut ourselves off from the very thing that made us start. And that was the inspiration. And when that happens, we keep going, but it feels different. It might feel heavier and maybe a little bit more like work and not as exciting. And we start asking ourselves, why isn't this working? Why am I not further along? Do I need to change something? And sometimes, yes, things need to change. But a lot of times, nothing is wrong with the plan. You just stop feeling the part of you that believes in it, the part of you that draws in that really good energy, the part of you that was inspired. I mean, I often find times that I get so focused on the jobs or the tasks that I even lose that excitement. And that's why I say we have to look for inspiration every day. And it's funny, this last week, I'm not quite going to share with you what's inspiring me because I think it'll be its own podcast altogether. But Jeff and I were chatting about something that we're going to try out. And I think it has the possibility to really make some big changes within Thrive and what you're going to see coming from me and what's coming out here. And it's exciting to me. It's really exciting. And that was kind of when I was realizing, I'm like, okay, I get excited, right? I get excited about my Motivational Monday letters. I get excited about, doing this podcast. I get excited about these little moments. But it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had this kind of excitement. It's been a while since I've had the excitement that I had initially of the podcast. It's been a while since I had the excitement initially of starting Thrive. It's been a while. And when I felt this again, I was just reminded about how quickly and how important it is. Something can grow and grow big and even better when you are inspired. Excited.
This episode of the Thrive Mindset podcast is brought to you by the Scott Lewis Group at John L. Scott Real Estate. Buying or selling a home is more than just a transaction. It's your move. It's your next chapter. And we're here to make sure that your move is remarkable. We know this market inside and out, and we care deeply about helping you find more than just a house. We want you to find the place where your life truly thrives. Whether you're stepping into your first home, upgrading to something new, or starting something fresh, you deserve more than ordinary. With the Scott Lewis Group, it's your move. Let's make it remarkable.
Because here's the truth. Most people don't build inspiration into their lives on purpose. We wait for it. I realized that if I focus more on not just looking for little bits of inspiration, but really, really finding things that really inspired me in this way, instead of just waiting for it, and instead of just hoping that it shows up, that it might make things different, right? Because what if inspiration is something you actually create? What if it's something you choose to stay connected to? Because here's what I'm noticing. When I'm inspired, ideas come easier. Decisions feel clearer. Actions feel lighter. But when I'm not, everything feels like work. So let's say this really honestly. Progress feels slow when everything feels heavy. And everything feels heavy when you're disconnected from inspiration. Not because you're not capable, and not because it's not working, but because you're trying to build something meaningful without staying connected to what makes it meaningful. So what does that actually look like? It's not about doing more. It's about letting more in, letting yourself listen to things that expand you, being around people who think bigger, stepping away from constant output long enough to receive some input. And then here's the big one. Letting yourself be moved again. Because sometimes we get so focused on being the one who's producing and doing and creating that we forget to just experience. So find something, right? Find something that excites you. Find something that recharges you. Find something that you want to learn about again. Find a new tool, find a new resource, find a new book, find a new podcast, find something that you're like, oh, that idea is really cool. And how can I use that in my life? How can I use that to better what I'm doing? And be inspired. And if you're just sitting here feeling like you're not making the progress you want, before you change your goals and before you question your path, ask yourself this. When was the last time I felt inspired? And maybe, even more importantly, have I been giving myself space to feel that again? Because you don't need a whole new plan. You might just need to reconnect to the part of you that believes in the one you already have. And if this resonated with you, take that question with you today and go find something, anything that reminds you of why you started. Because that feeling, that's where everything starts to move again. And above all else, remember that I believe, and you can manifest the life of your dreams.